Good evening, VC. Dave here. Just jumping on to share some records with everybody. I'm a little bit behind on this. Just got back from the ball game. Had a busy weekend. Charlotte Knights took down the Columbus Clippers 8-2. Hit 5 home runs. Freaking wicked. One of them had to go about almost 500 feet. Hit the top of the freaking mound out of the stadium. Had quite a few beers, so bear with me. It was hotter than Rick Steves' Europe and Brazil today. Holy shit. First record, one that I think should be in everyone's collection, regardless of the genre they listen to. I'm not sure why I'm just getting around to picking these records up, but this one's amazing. Manuel Gotching, Inventions for Electric Guitar. Originally put out in 1975. Of course, the guitarist here from Asherah Temple. Just check this out. This is fantastic. This is a 2016 reissue on MG Art. High quality pressing. This sounds remarkable on my system. Very influential record on a lot of guitarists that came after, of course. It's been talked about quite a bit in the VC. Killer. I got his other masterpiece on order. A 35th anniversary of E2 E4. Should be in soon. So, I got the crew together. Whatever you want to call us. Chris calls us the Four Horsemen. Yeah. So, record convention, Charlotte. Used to only come around twice a year at best. Now it's like quarterly. And I always go, and I go early. And there's always good stuff at a decent price. At least the stuff I'm looking for, and probably because I don't mind picking up reissues. But the guy that always runs it, I have. There's never been a time I haven't got a record from him, and so yeah. Let's see. So we picked up John Coltrane, the Africa Brass Sessions, Volume 2. It's an original on Impulse. I believe this was released in '74, if I'm not mistaken. This is amazing. Essential Coltrane here. You're adding in just some more amazing musicians to the ensemble here. You've got Booker Little on trumpet. Eric Dolphy is on here to go along with, Jimmy Garrison, McCoy Tyner, Elvin Jones, and Reggie Workman also making an appearance. Yeah. Trying to nail down the Impulse collection of Coltrane. It is a task amongst itself. And then the guys showed up. I'd already grabbed that, and actually grabbed this, but I led them in the right direction. Chris, Tunes from the Man Cave, John, Digital Gramophone, and also the man himself, Dylan from Noble Records, who said when he got there, "I'm not buying anything." I knew better. But there was a seller from Richmond, Virginia, and man, he had some. I wish I would have known what the stuff was, because I know now. Like, I needed to pick some of that stuff up. He has some crazy avant-garde Japanese stuff, but he had some big prices on it. But I should have just grabbed something blind, but I didn't. But I did get this from him. This was on my want list. Sun Ra, Cosmos. Original on Inner City. Great Sun Ra record, and one of my favorite Sun Ra covers for sure. Very stoked to grab that, and we destroyed that guy's booth. He can retire now. It's funny. He was saying that he never sells jazz at pop-ups in the South, and that's kind of surprising. But again, actually not really. People down here like their Skinnerd, but yeah, just wiped him out. Everybody hit him up for great stuff. Chris found some amazing Impulse Freddie Hubbards. John picked up a couple Art Blakey Blue Notes. Yeah, it was a good dig. Chris's buddy came too, and he found a lot of good records as well. So yeah, it was a great time. Always great when the VC can meet up, and yeah, had some beers and grub afterwards at Legendary Pinky's here in Charlotte. We used to have a place called the Penguin, iconic restaurant here. It sadly had to close, and we ended up with 2 restaurants out of the deal. One part of the group opened the Diamond, which is in my neighborhood, which you can get a pork burger, yeah, with bacon on it. So a pork burger with pork, sauteed onions, wicked sauce. It's retarded. And then you have Pinky's that has like swordfish tacos. Ridiculous. So yeah, we hit that place up, and then so great time. Yeah, I only picked up 2 records at the convention. I needed a heat check after that. Someone needed to come over here and take my temperature, but I behaved myself. The other guys, not so much, as you can see from their videos. So, got some packages in the mail lately, and a few were unexpected, and one is a VCLT package from Alex. Motoric 247 is his channel. Also, I believe his handle on Instagram. He's out in Los Angeles area in California, and you need to check out his channel if you haven't. He is next level. I'm talking electronic music, avant-garde jazz, free jazz, all kinds of great music. He digs deeper. It was really cool that he sent me some records. And the first I have here is Steve Lacy, The Forest and the Zoo. This is a live performance in Argentina in 1966. This is a free jazz monster. This is, I believe, Italian reissue on bass record. Not sure the year it was reissued, but a really nice copy, in beautiful condition. It plays fantastic. Just perfect free jazz. The interplay is amazing. And yeah, this was at the Instituto di Tela Centro de Experimentación, if I said that right, in Buenos Aires, Argentina, 1966. This was originally put out on ESP disc, which is an amazing label. I love finding anything on that label, and for Alex to send this to me is really killer. And that artwork is dope. So that was the first that was in the package from Alex. The second, it's funny, man, that vendor from Richmond at the convention had this record, or so I thought. I picked it right up and was going to grab it, but it was just he only had the cover, like one of the original covers, which goes for big dollars because of the artist. But that's the album Sounds of Liberation. But there was no record inside. He was just selling the cover because the price was really low, and I was like, oh, I'm grabbing this, but no record, so I didn't grab that. But and then lo and behold, a couple days later, I get this in the mail, in the VCLT package. Yeah, this is a difficult record to describe. You have to check this out. It's on YouTube. The last track, New Horizon, 10 minutes 43. Yeah, you've got Con Jamal on vibes, Byard Lancaster on alto sax. That track I'm talking about, the percussion and drums is killer. Omar Hill on percussion, Dwight James on the drums. Sounds of Liberation. This is from 1973. This is a recent reissue from this year, and it sounds really good. So this should be available to pick up. Highly recommended. Very cool. And then Alex, he obviously has been paying attention to my channel. Like I declared early in the year, it is going to be the year of Fela. And yeah, he sent me this, which is really cool. Fela Anakalupo Kuti Egypt 80 live in Amsterdam from 1984, double album. This is on Capital EMI, US Press, and some really long jams here. It would have been great to be at this show. Yeah, this was recorded in the show was in 1983, and this was put out in 84. Really love the last track, Custom Checkpoint, where it gets a little more diverse. Saxophones are doing a little more of the work. Killer record. So big thanks to Alex for passing those along. I imagine he picked up some originals on the first two, and so very cool. The next package that arrived is from the one and only Teddy, Eat Sleep Vinyl. If you guys don't know, I know he hasn't posted a video on that channel in a while, but he is now at Acoustic Sounds in Salina, Kansas, running the show. As far as the vinyl vault's concerned, and the incoming and outgoing of the collections, he is the mastermind, and you can send him your list, see what they get in. He contacted me. This is one that I'd been looking for, and here we go. Cecil Taylor. This is Nefertiti, The Beautiful One Has Come. Double album, Wrist to Freedom. This was put out in 1976, this copy. There's other versions of this that came out earlier, basically in volumes 1 and 2, I believe. This is live in Copenhagen, Denmark, from back in, let's see what the date was on that, 1962 in November. This is an iconic performance in the world of avant-garde and free jazz. Absolutely iconic, essential record. I'd come close to grabbing some originals from Euclid in St. Louis many times, and just never was able to pull the trigger. The prices are high on those originals, and this is very affordable. Wrist of Freedom, it's a great series of records. Gatefold. This is unbelievable. Jimmy Lyons on the sax is probably the smoothest you're gonna hear in the genre. It's definitely free, but the way he accentuates every part of what he's doing is really smooth. It's unbelievable. Sonny Murray on drums. Yeah, there's a few tracks where it's just the two of them, and it's killer. And of course Cecil Taylor, amazing. Also in the package, which was unexpected, is this record, Keith Jarrett for Yahoo, on the Impulse label from 1973. I didn't even know Keith Jarrett had anything on Impulse, so this was a fantastic addition to the package from Teddy. Teddy is the man. Had very little Keith Jarrett in the collection. Oddly enough, around here, there's not many Keith Jarrett records that show up. Normally, I see the Cone concert, million copies of that, but that's it. Great record. Keith Jarrett, great pianist, multi-instrumentalist actually. Yeah, check this out if you haven't seen this one. All right. So, geez, when was it? I guess it was yesterday. Dylan, Noble Records, had a pop-up. The man now has ball caps. Get after him. Get you one. Killer. Had a bunch of hats that had seen their time and needed to go in the T-Rash. And so, yeah, picked up that bad boy. Needed some new hats. And he had picked up a bunch of collections recently, like he always does, which is insane. And had some really good punk stuff. Punk stuff that doesn't pop up around here ever. Being the dirty South, this stuff, you know, you got to get in the big cities, and especially the LA stuff. And yeah, he had a early pressing of X Los Angeles mint, not an original, which was the 1980 pressing, but this is the 83 reissue on Slash Records. Iconic record in itself. Everybody knows this. And I tell you what, man, Vinyl Richie's got me back into the punk, and we'll be picking up some killer stuff here in the near future. Yeah, awesome. So that's everything. Hope everybody's well. Getting out of here. Peace.